The Biden administration has taken away your rights, mandate after mandate, chipping away at America's freedoms.
Old Joe's administration announcing new fuel economy standards, setting higher bars for, say, pickup trucks. And if we know one thing is certain, do not mess with an American and his or her pickup truck.
Oh, I couldn't agree with that more. For more, let's bring in American Petroleum Institute CEO, the great Mike Sommers. Mike, good to see you. So, are Americans going to buy into this EV push? Because I just know, I'm from rural Wisconsin, as you know, and people love their trucks. They love their cars. We travel long distances. They don't want EVs.
Well, Sean, as you know, the American people are going to vote with their wallet here.
Yeah.
These EVs are already staying on car lots a lot longer than they're expected to, twice as long as a conventional engine. So I think the American people are already saying that we don't want these vehicles. And these mandates that are coming from President Biden are going to undermine American national security. They're going to hurt American choice. And by the way, they're also going to be bad for the environment. The American people, again, are voting with their wallets here. And we need to be listening to them and be able to continue to provide choice for the American people, not telling them what kind of car they should buy.
It's called economic fascism is what they're doing. It's that they mandate, they indirectly and directly are mandating these people buy these electric vehicles, and then they're funneling money to these automakers to prop them up. And that's what's going on. They lose thousands of dollars on these electric vehicles, Mike. How many people are going to be put out of work in the oil and gas business by just what Sloppy Joe and company are doing to our fossil fuel business?
Well, that should be a huge concern for every American. We employ about 11 million Americans right now in the oil and gas business. We need to be encouraging more development in the United States. Let me give you an example why. The world consumes about 102 million barrels of oil every single day. That number is going up. It is not going down. In fact, we're 2 million barrels above where we were in the pre-pandemic period. The world is going to continue to demand oil and gas here in the United States and throughout the world. The only question that policymakers should be answering right now is, where do you want that oil and gas to come from? I think the answer is clear. It should be coming from American producers. We produce it at the most environmentally responsible ways possible. We're ensuring that the rest of the world is supplied with their energy needs. We've seen that throughout the Ukraine situation, where it's American energy that is allowing Europe to continue to grow and thrive. It is American energy that allows the world to seek freedom rather than the oppression that we've seen in other parts of the world. So this is an industry that supplies the jobs, that provides environmental performance, and we need to be ensuring that this industry can continue to thrive. And unfortunately, a lot of the proposals out of this administration go in the exact opposite direction.
American oil and gas, it's security, it's jobs, and it's revenue to the federal coffers, quite simply. But we've covered this on the network as well. Gas prices are climbing to a 9-month high right now. What's going on in oil and gas? Why are the prices up so high?
Well, one thing we know is that we're meeting the moment. In fact, just since January of 2022, the American oil and gas industry has added 1.3 million barrels more a day. So we're doing everything that we can to meet the supply moment. But the truth of the matter is we need more supply. OPEC is cutting back production. Obviously, we've cut off Russian production coming into the United States. And you're going to continue to see OPEC continue to really try to restrict production in their areas. So we need more American supply, and we need it now. But the regulations that we're seeing out of this administration, encouraging people to really mandating people go into electric vehicles. We're also seeing new regs out of the administration to restrict offshore development. And we're really at a historic low in terms of the level of leases that we're seeing onshore as well. So it's regulation after regulation, regulation by 1,000 cuts, and it's undermining American production. By the way, we also need more refining capacity in this country, and try getting a permit to build a new refinery. It's very hard.
Mike, my piece of advice is, don't cede any ground to the left or the greenies. You got to fight back. You drill for oil. It's a great American product. Don't give them an inch. Fight with everything you have, because if you don't, you're going to lose. Mike Sommers, you do a great job.
We're going to use every resource that we have, Sean, because we know what's at stake for the American people and for our national security.
Good. Mike Sommers, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Mike.